Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly Tarot coming to you with a video today about the new era, the oracle, the change of the oracle, the psychic, and the seer. Okay, what we're moving into as a people, and even those of us that are very intuitive, those who watch my channel happen to be quite intuitive or using their genius faculties. And so this is going to be a bit of a message about the new era, what we're moving into, and sovereignty. So Pluto has gone into Aquarius. So this is marking the new era, the age of Aquarius. We've been in Capricorn for 20 years. Capricorn's influence, first off, when Pluto's in Capricorn, Pluto is the closest to Earth that it gets in its orbit. So it is very strong. Capricorn is the, we'll call it Sky Father, that will allow you to have what you want on Earth, but it's going to bring up your limiting beliefs, emotions, etc. And it's a very paternal, masculine energy. We're moving into Aquarius. It's the rise of the feminine. This is the true feminine. This does not mean that we release the masculine out of our life. We are electromagnetic beings, male energy, magnetic female energy. Okay, you have to have both in order to work and charge your system. But Aquarius is also the humanitarian. It's the revolutionary. It's the one that goes from the group think, okay, to sovereignty. Okay, so Aquarians are often looked at as eccentric, weird. They live 50 years in the future. So I was raised by an Aquarius. I have Aquarius rising, Aquarius Mercury, and what's my other Aquarius placement? I've got 3 placements in Aquarius, a few in Libra, so I'm basically an air sign with a little earth thrown in there, right? That being said, with this change, okay, so how we used to do psychics and oracles and the seers, okay, is that people would come to, and the painting behind me is called The Seer. It was made by a local artist named Maria, and quite beautiful. But notice that she's in her own balance, right? And having that vision. So in previous times, in the last, I'll say 20, 30, maybe 40 years, it's been people coming to the psychic, the oracle, the seer in a predictive fashion, wanting to know what's going to happen in my future. What is this that I'm supposed to do, this, that, and the other. And many oracles and seers have been very predictive in their messages rather than being in the energy and the frequency, okay? Indigenous tribes, you would go to the elder, the seer, the medicine person, and they would tell you about you, okay? So while there may be elements of prediction there, it is actually an initiatory process to get you into your own sovereignty. That is the indigenous way. So for those of you who have been watching my channel for quite some time, you know that I've been initiated by my kahuna elder, my uncle on Kauai. He is now passed on into spirit, so we have a different type of relationship. But when I first was asked to move to Hawaii, my initiations were my own. He would put me through the initiation. He would say, go sleep in this area that is the, active part of the heiau. And no one had done it before. I didn't know, right? So you go into these experiences and these initiations. Initiations are always individual, okay? When we're initiated into spirit, it's individual. It's your relationship with spirit. It's your relationship with your inner being. That being said, my kahuna stood by me the entire way. So that's the actual position of the oracle, the seer, etc., is to see what's incoming and allow people to go through their initiations as themselves, to be there to answer questions, to be there to help guide, but it's not to predict how things are going to go for you, right? We're in a different space, because in quantum time, we are there's no such thing as time in the energy system. Energy and quantum energy works outside of the time-space continuum. So that means that all things are happening simultaneously. So what a indigenous seer or medicine person or oracle or shaman, some people call them, though that's just one tribe in Siberia that word is appropriate for, right? That being said, you would walk with people. So it's like in the US, like when people experience what they call schizophrenia, in indigenous world, that would be the birth of the shaman. That would be the birth of the medicine person. That would be the birth of the seer. Okay, and you would have a person walk with the one that was waking up, but not doing it for them. It's not about predicting. It's about, here is what I have experienced. This is the energy, the frequency. Okay, Nikola Tesla said it very well. He said, when wanting to understand the universe, think in terms of vibration and frequency. Okay, so that's a paraphrase, but you can look that up. And all the great scientists and indigenous seers understand that it's vibration, that it's frequency. So the new era, the Aquarian Age era, is not about your oracle telling you what to do. Those of you who have worked with me, you know that I teach you who you are by design. I do that through a variety of different things based on your birthday, but I'll go through human design chart with you. I go through some other astrological maps and things to see why it was that you chose the birthday that you did, and what you're here to be, who you're here to be. And I help you to navigate, to learn how to make choices as you. How I make my choices is very much as me. It's very different. We each have a different individualized way of making choices and decisions. Okay. And so we might collectively be in a group together, but we're all one, but we're all different aspects of the one. We're all here to experience something very different, right? I'm a seeker, I'm an explorer. I'm here to collect the stories and the history so that we can learn from the past. That's part of my path. I'm here to bring the unknown into the known. I'm here to guide others, okay? Not do it for them, guide you, right? And so this is the difference. When you know who you are and where you are, which is a Hawaiian custom to know who you are and where you are, both energetically, spiritually, physically, then you can make the decisions as you. This is called sovereignty. We are no longer in the time of this group think, okay? So while we are all one, that is true, there's a background program and frequency that's been really uniting everyone. That's moving out in 2025. Okay, so we have a different astrological frequency that's coming in, and it's calling us to be sovereign beings, okay? You know who you are, where you are, how to make your decisions as you, and the use of the oracle, the use of the psychic and the seer, because we are all psychic. We all have a pineal gland. If you have come in a human body, you have a pineal gland. You are psychic because that's what the pineal gland does. Okay, when it is decalcified, it is there as a projector screen to let you know what is in the energetic sphere. It helps you to see that which is unseen. You can look at Joe Dispenza's work. You can look at various other people's work where they've put scientifically measured the brainwave frequencies. We all have it. We can all access it. Okay, so it's, yes, some of us have a propensity towards certain ways because that's in our design, right? So I'm a feeler. I'm designed in my, in all of my astrological charts to be not only intuitive, but empathic. So I will feel as if I'm the other person, right? And I'll often hear things. That's because I have a few auditory channels that are connected as it comes to quote unquote mystical experiences. Okay, yours may be visual. You might have clairvoyance. You might have clairaudience or clairsentience, and I just get clear knowing. But I have a channel that's called the channel of awareness in my human design, so it's supposed to just directly download for me. So each person is individualized, even in how they do the seeing or how you're an oracle, right? And so it's no longer about going to another to go, give me my answer, right? Help me with this problem. You absolutely go to get helped with the problem, but it's through radical responsibility. It's through knowing self. The first thing written on the temple at Delphi is, or maybe pronounced Delphi, someone can correct me if need be, but it says, know thyself. Know thyself. Because you have everything in you that you need to not only navigate through life, but also to be the creator of the life that you have. And that is the job of the oracle, is to help you open to your creator self, to your sovereignty. It is no longer about, please predict this for me. Please fix this. Oracle, please fix this, seer. Please tell me exactly when and give me a guarantee, because time is happening simultaneously. We are in different frequency now, so things are shifting at rapid rate. Okay, you can be on 10 different earths or more moment to moment because you're changing from the inside out. And the oracle, the seer, the psychic, the new era job, which is actually our ancient future, right? What we're moving into is actually how it was done in ancient times. So we're bringing back that which was always the way that it should be done, and letting go of the control natures. Like if I'm to predict for someone else, that's actually a controlling mechanism. Okay, and so this isn't that anymore. It's you can see what you see, and if you are asked to share that, you can share it. Okay, otherwise it's not really appropriate to share without being asked. And on top of that, it's to open someone else to their sovereignty. So how can it, as an oracle, as a seer, those of you who are quite intuitive, when you have this intuition come in about the other, how is it useful to them? Okay, first, have they asked you for that information? Or have you asked questions in such a way that they ask for help? Many people are not really able to ask for help in a very useful way, right? Or at all. Okay. So number one, have they asked you for it? Number two, how is it useful to them to have this information as it pertains to their sovereignty? Okay. How is it helpful to move the energy in such a way that this person comes into their initiation? How can you walk beside someone and let them go through their trial and errors or their pitfalls or their whatevers, okay? Be a loving friend, a loving oracle, a loving seer, a loving psychic, without trying to predict their next move and thus creating in their reality. It's how can you teach them How can you train them to be their own seer? That's where we are. That's the new era, okay? So I wanted to share that with you guys. And if you feel lost, or if you feel like you're not unsure of your purpose, or you know that you're waking up and you're not sure what you're experiencing, I am here for you. I'm opening the doors to do human design reading synthesis, as well as business human design synthesis. So if you're wanting to know those things, I will gladly train you how to be in your power, how to make decisions as yourself, because the time of the guru is complete. There's no need to put anybody on a pedestal. And we're going to go through our initiations, and we do need each other. Okay, so I am happy to help you. If you feel like you resonate with me, I am happy to help explore with you who you are and where you are, and help train you how to give you the information and the knowledge that you need to show up as yourself. I'm happy to do that for you. There is information in the description box below where you can get in touch with me. Happy to do that, okay? But we are in a new era, so it is a time for radical responsibility. I am happy to show up for you, because part of my job is to help people initiate themselves and to move into their initiations. And so I know that about me. I'm being vulnerable because I don't like to be seen, but it's part of my design is that I need to be seen. So even doing this video, thank you guys for sticking with me. If you stuck with me this long, it is part of the next phase, and I'm so happy to go into this phase because I love being around people. As a side note here, I love being around people who take radical responsibility for themselves, and that they are actively showing up as themselves, because we have to all be different, okay? Because we work together, and if we're all the same, some jobs don't get done, right? The machine called life doesn't move or flow as nicely. So I love all of the differences. It is fascinating to me when I see people's different charts and who they came in to be. It just lights me up. Like, I'm excited and almost wanting to cry a little bit because it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, each individual who you are. It is absolutely beautiful when you are in your own being, and I love that discovery. So I love what I do. Sorry, I got a little teary because it's just beautiful to me, all the different ways in which the human species has come in, how different each person is. Okay, well, I guess that's what I'm doing on camera today. But it's beautiful to me, and so thank you. I love what I do. And to all of my intuitives out there, I know you're feeling the shifts. And let's welcome this new era with our power, helping each other move into our individual power, so that we can be a massive amount of creators and geniuses doing exactly what you came here to do. So with much love, that is what I have to say about this new era as it pertains to the Oracle. And until next time, aloha.